Hey everybody, Melanie here, and I'm checking in with you for weeks 9 and 10 post-op. I had duodenal switch, the traditional duodenal switch surgery on March 30th, 2016 with Dr. Rob Williams in Knoxville, Tennessee. He's with New Life Bariatrics, and my surgery was at Tenova Medical Center, Turkey Creek, Knoxville, Tennessee. I got my little cheat sheet here with my numbers. My highest weight was 335 pounds. My weight on date of surgery was 314. Last week, or week 8, my weight was 287 pounds, and today my weight is 280.4 for a loss of 6.6 pounds, and that makes a total from my highest weight lost of 54.6 pounds. So, doing pretty good. I didn't check in last week, and it's my fault, mea culpa. It was a very crazy week. We had inventory at work and also getting my son to the MEPS station to do his medical processing and doing all his paperwork and everything to enlist in the Marine Corps. That was successful. He made a great score on his ASVAB, and so he is in the delayed entry program, and he will be going active duty into the Marines July of 2017 after he graduates high school. So, hoorah, way to go. Very, very proud of him. As far as myself, progress has been good. Keeping up with the protein and everything. I'm doing a lot more. I eat a lot of nuts. I tolerate those very well. They're good protein, and I can take an ounce, and that's perfect snack for me. So usually, like in the mornings, I'll have coffee, and then I'll take my vitamins, and I can't eat then because I'm taking iron in the morning, so I can't have iron and calcium at the same time. So I usually wait until I get to work to have something for breakfast, which usually ends up being either a protein shake or protein bar. I don't do a lot of protein bars though, because most of them have too many carbs. Or I will have cheese and maybe a little bit of bacon or some jerky or something like that. Mid-morning I'll have maybe an ounce of nuts. For lunch I usually have maybe like an ounce of meat, an ounce of cheese, and some nuts. Maybe a little bit of applesauce. And then in the afternoon I'll have nuts or some berries, and then I'll have supper at home, and then maybe some nuts then. And that's how I get in my fat and protein for the day. Anyway, wanted to talk this week about changes that I have been noticing, and that I haven't been noticing, but other people have. People have been telling me, more and more people have been telling me they've been seeing a change, especially like in my face, and I don't see it. I suppose you can call it body dysmorphia, or this distorted perception that we have of ourselves. We still look in the mirror and see bigger, or see what we're used to seeing, or see what we've kind of trained ourselves to see. So I don't see changes that other people are seeing. Yeah, my clothes are getting looser. I definitely see that. I had some things that I wasn't able to wear before, that I had held on to, and I'm starting to be able to wear those things. I had some capris and some tops that I'm wearing that I used to not be able to wear. I hadn't been able to wear them in several years. Other clothes of mine are getting quite loose. My hands are loose. My wedding ring, it's extremely loose. I mean, it falls off, and I don't want to get rid of it. This is a very special ring. My husband and I had these made. We have matching rings. We actually had the jewelry artist who made these for us. He took the gold and strands and wove them together in one long braid, and then cut both of our rings from the same braid. So we have us two coming from one, and the two of us coming into one. and it's also kind of Celtic looking, and we're Irish and Scottish and everything. So I don't want to get rid of the ring, so I'm gonna have to put some sort of, I don't know, tape or thread or something to keep it on my hand until I get to lose all I'm gonna lose, and then maybe I'll see about getting a new ring then. But even so, I may have to get in touch with the artist to see if he can resize it, because the rings are very special to us. My husband says he can rub my back and feel ribs. I can't feel that. He can though. He says my legs are smaller. My hands, you can see veins in them, and I've never been able to do that before. I can't like cross my legs or anything yet. That's still a ways off. But I can. My knees don't hurt as much, or it takes longer for them to hurt. My back doesn't hurt as much. We went to the movies a little bit ago, not today, but within the past couple weeks, and I didn't feel squished in the seats. I don't know, things just seem a little bit easier to do. There's a theme park near here called Dollywood up in Sevierville, and I've never gone. I've lived out here for 10 years, and I've never gone because, one, I knew that I would be miserable there. You know, there's a lot of walking, and I knew I couldn't do that. And two, I knew that I wouldn't be able to fit in any of the rides. You know, it's roller coasters and thrill rides, and I love roller coasters. But I've never gone to Dollywood because I knew that I couldn't ride any of the rides. And, you know, maybe the end of this summer I might get to go. I don't know. That would really be something to get to go. My birthday's in September. Maybe we can look at something like that for my birthday. This past weekend, I took the boys up to a state park here in Tennessee, up at the Tennessee-Kentucky border, the Alvin C. York, Sergeant Alvin C. York State Park of his home. And, you know, last year I would have been miserable. It was a hot day. It was hot everywhere. And this time I went and was able to go through the tour and stand, and I did fine. You know, by the end of it, yes, I was hot, and I had to have a sip of my son's drink because stupid me hadn't eaten anything. But otherwise, it was fun. I'm starting to enjoy life, but the physical changes that people say they're seeing, I don't see it. Maybe I will, and you know, yes, I can see the clothes shrinking, but I don't see me shrinking, if that makes any sense. Anyway, other changes, as far as being a woman, I seem to be having regular periods now. I've never been regular in my life. I have polycystic ovarian disease, and you know, ever since maturity, I have never been regular. Well, guess what, folks? It's now 3 in a row. You could just about set your watch by it. It's never happened to me, and they haven't been too bad. You know, I haven't had as severe and as drastic a cramping, and I didn't have the almost uncontrollable cravings like before when it would be time. I mean, I'd just about knock somebody down to get some chocolate. These times, I didn't have any cravings. You know, nothing bad at all. The only new experience that I've had as far as with the duodenal switch is I did kind of have an experiment yesterday. I had 1/4 of a multigrain bagel with cream cheese. I just wanted a bagel, and I had it. And of course, you know, bagel is carbs, even though this was multigrain, whole grain kind of thing. And I ate it, and I was able to eat it. It wasn't too uncomfortable, but later on, boy, did I pay for it. They say to duodenal switch patients that carbs will cause you to have malodorous stools. They wasn't lying. Before I had surgery, I made sure to invest and stock up in Poo-Pourri, and I keep it with me in my purse, and I'm glad I did, because this is the very first and hopefully the only time this happens to me. But when I went, oh my God. There's a phrase in the South that says it's stunk bad enough to knock a dog off a gut wagon. Yeah. So sorry to give so much information, but we're just trying to be fair and balanced and give you the full story here. So duodenal switch patients, believe them when they say lay off the carbs, because there is no lie. It is going to smell horrible. And it did. So thank God I had the Poo-Pourri with me. And Poo-Pourri, this stuff works, okay? When I first saw this, I thought it was a joke. And then I watched like QVC or something, and they were actually selling it and talking about it. And I was like, huh. So then I thought, well, maybe that might be something I might need to have as a duodenal switch patient. And sure enough, it saved the day. So anyway, take care, watch the carbs. There's some new people out there who have subscribed to me, and I've subscribed to them. They're going to be having the duodenal switch surgery, the traditional duodenal switch. So I want to say hi to y'all. Welcome. I look forward to watching your videos and your progress. You're going to do great. You know, if you have any questions, even though I'm not an expert, I can maybe point you to some other people that might be able to help. I also want to say to kind of like a surgery sister of mine, Lisa, who's meeting me in Tennessee. She was going to have the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, but now she's changed to the Roux-en-Y bypass, and she's going to be having surgery soon. She got approved and everything. So I just want to say hi, Lisa, and I'm so excited for you, and you're going to do great. And that's about it, guys. Thanks y'all so much. I apologize for not posting last week. Again, it was crazy. I should be regularly posting again now. So love all of you, and sparkle on.